So a couple of days ago, Penumbral made a live stream that he titled VTism, saying the first stream after hitting 100k being VTism is annoyingly appropriate. Gonna talk about the VTuber rabbit hole, how easy it is to slip, fall, and forfeit all of your possessions to the anime girls, which very true. However, this being the internet, of course you can't even reference autism as a joke without people getting upset. So let's take a look. So one of the first quote retweets you'll find is this person saying, "I thought this was a celebration of autistic VTubers at first and got excited. Turns out it's just a bad name choice." Which I would honestly like to jump off of and just say I would be 100% all for someone doing a celebration of autistic VTubers. The problem is, most VTubers who have autistic traits never actually come out and confirm or deny whether or not they have autism. Celebrating someone for being an autistic VTuber only to find out they're not would be wildly insulting and not received well. So I don't expect that to ever actually happen. This person saying, "Anyone else like really uncomfortable with this? I don't want to speak over autistic folks, but geez." Put a pin in that, because we'll get back to that. This name doesn't sit right with me. I might think you'd want to change the name of this a bit. VTism is kind of close to being insensitive. Now, some people have referred to this backlash as a cancellation, but I definitely wouldn't consider it as such. Nobody is cursing up a storm, nobody is calling for his head, and the people who are against it have been relatively respectful. So as far as backlash goes, this is relatively mild. I certainly wouldn't call being told you're being insensitive full-blown cancellation. Now, Penumbral actually did address this, coming out and saying, some people were not a fan of the whole VTism name. I've actually been diagnosed with autism for like 10 years at this point, so it was really just meant to be a funny nod about how I hyperfixate on them, not meant as a mean-spirited joke. Should have made that clear though, my bad. You know, some might argue he didn't need to apologize at all, but I feel like this was an appropriately mild apology for an appropriately mild controversy. But people being against him using this pun in his video title isn't surprising. What does surprise me is the amount of support he's actually gotten for his video choice. Such as on this very same post, someone saying, "As someone who is autistic, I disagree personally. I think it's fine and funny." Remember that bit I told you to remember about not wanting to speak over autistic folks? Even in a mild controversy like this, it really is people who don't have the minority status being the ones offended on behalf of people with that minority status. Interesting how that keeps happening. Just a fun little pattern I keep noticing the longer I'm on the internet. This person saying, "If they have autism and this is how they're choosing to reference it, I do not see an issue, and y'all are just mad to be mad at this point." Or this person saying, "I'm autistic and I do not give a shit about this issue." Seriously, do you guys not have jobs or something? How do you even find time to be upset over these things? Which keep in mind, you only need to be 13 to be on Twitter. A good chunk of the people mad at this probably don't have jobs. This person saying, "If you're autistic, VTism is a great name. My autistic friends and I call ourselves Tism havers and say shit like Tism all the time. It's tisming, this is so tism, etc. It's autistic culture," which I have actually personally witnessed many, many times. I have seen so many people with autism, both friends and content creators, who use the term tism as a suffix for random shit.
So anytime a new TISM test drops, I always take it for fun.
I just realized something. I had a bad childhood.
Look at how you stand. People who had good childhoods don't stand like that.
So this is actually really great logic, because when you think about it and you connect the dots, TARD is short for, you know, the slur. And then TISM is short for the slur autism. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Can we bleep that out, or?
It is a very common thing to do. And honestly, getting offended about the tism suffix as part of a joke shows that you don't actually know anything about autistic people, because if you did, you would know this is their in-joke. So, people getting offended on behalf of a group they're not even in. I don't know why the internet insists on doing this over and over again, but hey, what else is new? What are you gonna do? But that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Bye, guys.